Hello, hello. This is Rod, appraiser broker, and it is the 4th of October. And I made this flag that you can see here on Canva. I made it for free. You can make one like this, or you could even email me or give me a call, and I'll be happy to email one of these to you that you can print up on a piece of paper to put in your car window or in your home window. And I've been trying to think of how we can let everyone know that we support our president. And what I've actually been doing over the last couple of weeks is I looked up some Trump flags, and I actually looked up U.S. flags and Trump flags, and found some flags like this. And what I've done is I actually ordered a couple hundred flags, and they weren't all this big. But I've been asking people. What I've done is held up some U.S. flags and had some on my truck, and went to parking lots over at Cabela's, down at Macy's, and I've asked people, do you love this country? And most of them say yes. And if they are enthusiastic saying yes, then I'll say, do you support our president? And I'll hold up a Trump flag. And so here's one of the U.S. flags, little 12 by 18s that I've ordered a whole bunch of. And I'll hold that up first. And then if they say that, yeah, they love this country, then I'll hold up a Trump flag. Now, this is one that says promises made, promises kept. And another one that I got is this flag here that just says Trump on it. And I'll hold one of those up and I'll say, support our president. If they say yes, I'll hold it up and say, are you willing to let everybody know that you do? And some of them say, I already have a Trump flag, or I already have a U.S. flag. And I'll say, that's great. And but if they don't, I've been giving some to people if they've promised me that they will order other flags and encourage other people to put up flags across this country. Let me tell you something very sad that happened a few days ago. I went in with a Trump flag to a vet who's in his 70s. He's a nice man. He's got a store called, I think it's called Supply Sergeant. It's an little army surplus store. He doesn't make much money at all. Here in Pleasant Grove, Utah. And he said, no, I better not. And I said, well, would you like an American flag to put up? And he said, I've already got one. And he pointed above his door in the store. And I said, why don't you have it outside where everybody can see it? And he said, because I've been threatened. And that really made me sad. And somebody else that heard me offering this said, hey, I'll take one. I'll put that up in front of my business. I'll put one up in my yard. And anyway, in talking with this man, it made me very, very sad. And I realized that as I've been interviewing people over the last few weeks, almost everyone that I talk to that has an American flag flying or on their car supports our president. They love this country. And others, I've been trying to get them to commit to putting a Trump flag up. And I'd like to encourage everyone to do something, to put up flags across this country, and encourage everyone that you know to put up flags so that people like this gentleman who's a vet who has served us don't have to feel afraid. Because I believe that the majority of the people in this country support President Trump. He loves this country. He's been trying to help all of us, vets, the black, the poor, the white, the Hispanics. He's been trying to help everyone. And whether you realize it or not, there's been more done to create jobs. Undoubtedly, the coronavirus has had quite a negative impact, but there's been more arrests of human traffickers during his presidency than any time I know of. Now, if any of you want some details on how Praying Medic put a video out and YouTube took it down. There's been a lot of shadow banning where people have things up that support this country and our president that have been taken down. YouTube takes things down. Facebook has taken a lot of things down. Twitter has taken things down. Let me tell you something. Put up a flag. Twitter can't take it down. YouTube can't take it down. Facebook can't take it down. And if nothing else, if you're in an area, have friends in an area where they're afraid to put up a flag right now, start with a heart. To put a heart up. I believe that a heart represents life and love, And I believe our president is supportive of life and of love. He's been pulling people out of war. Sometimes some people in the military-industrial complex don't like that. Um, I've noticed that a lot of people that don't like President Trump, their livelihood they think may be threatened because they work for the federal government, or they work for a state or even a local government or a large corporation. It's a lot. Most of the billionaires in this country don't seem to love President Trump. But you'll notice something: most of the nice, average people that you meet, most of them that I meet, they support our president. But they're a little bit leery in saying it. Let's make sure that people that support our president don't need to feel afraid. Let's get flags across this country. Let's get Trump flags if you want to put those out. If not, put American flags up. If nothing else, put a heart up. And you can create something like I did on Canva, or if you contact me, I'll be happy to send you an email with a PDF of a flag that I created that you can print up and put it in your windows. But let's support our president. Let's get these flags flying across this country. Flags, symbols of love, symbols of patriotism, symbols of support for our president. And as we see these dominating the country, people start coming out of the woodwork. I believe a lot of the violence that we've seen is going to simmer right down. You don't see people holding up gun stores because they know that they'll get shot. And most patriots that I've spoken with, almost all, I've only talked with one that doesn't. I'm sure there are others, but I've only spoken with one that doesn't support our president. And most of the law enforcement support our president because they know that he cares about law and order. He loves this country. Let's love and let's forgive everyone. Let's love everyone. Where there's corruption going on now, obviously that needs to be stopped. We want to see transparency in government. Most people are good people. They love this country. They love their neighbors. And everyone's made mistakes, but let's spread love, courage, patriotism. This is Rod, a appraiser broker. Have a wonderful day.